Hello and welcome to Dungannon for today's Subway NIBFA National League clash between Glenavon and Linfield's under-15 teams. I'm Barry Green, your commentator today. You can see the two skippers out in the middle of the pitch. That's Noah McDonnell, the captain of Linfield, and Matthew Allen, the skipper of Glenavon. Glenavon currently occupying 4th position and are 2 points behind second place Linfield, who hold a 100% 3 wins from 3 record in the league so far. The Blues, incidentally, they sit 1 point behind Glentoran at the very top of the standings. The Glens have played a game more, so Linfield very much looking like the team to beat. Now, Glenavon have managed at least 3 goals in each of their last 4 league games this campaign, so they're every bit as free scoring as Linfield. Well, let's just touch on today's lineups as we get a look there into the town that is Dungannon. This being played, of course, at Dungannon United Youth, the stadium set up and named after Joe McAree, who's done so much for Dungannon Swifts and Dungannon United Youth in the town. So Glenavon, they will play today in that tangerine kit, and they'll have Lucas Fry in goal, Ryan Niblock, Reese Neal, Harrison Crooks and Josh Robinson. Then the skipper, Matthew Allen in midfield, Ryan Sterling, Ben Wilson, Callum Cope, Charlie Galt and Jake McConville complete the 11 as the referee checks with the goalkeeper just to make sure he's ready. We're ready. Then we're looking at Linfield. He'll be playing from right to left in the blue and white kit, but it's Glenavon who come forward initially, and that ball will run out of play. So Linfield starting with a 3-5-2 formation. Zach Robinson plays in goal. Callum Anderson, Noah McDonnell and Cian Mays, they play along the back, but we'll pause momentarily as we see McConville come forward out the far flank for Glenavon, and he runs the ball into touch. Yeah, so the back three of Anderson, McDonnell and Mains for Linfield. In midfield it's Cargill, Jude Cargill, Alex McAllister, Dan Fox and Callum Thompson. Dylan Fitzsimmons, we understand, will play in the hole, and Oliver Wade and Scott Hamilton complete Linfield's 11 as a referee stops play momentarily. That free kick he'll allow to be taken once more, and Linfield will build consciously and purposefully from the back. That's Thompson. He plays the ball back to Mains. That's good play all the way out the far side to the skipper, Noel McDonnell. And here come the Blues, but it's back, and Lucas Fry makes the clearance up over the halfway line. And Glenavon quick to turn defence into attack, which is a good sign for us viewers from the off here. Oh, it just runs out of play on the far side now. Glenavon with the quick throw in into the second minute here. The referee, just again, he wants to get a look at this ball just to make sure that it's got enough air in it, and he's going to change it. So throw in second time around, and that's good hold up play. The two number 12s up against one another. Jude Cargill will make the clearance on the far side for Linfield, and it was McConville who was attempting to make advances. Shooting opportunity maybe here for Glenavon, and it's a great strike and a superb save by the Linfield goalkeeper Zach Robinson, and I think that was Charlie Galt with the early sighter for Glenavon, and that's a warning sign for Linfield. Now, corner kick in the far side for Glenavon. Won't clear the first man. It looks as if it's gone out for another corner kick, though, for the Blues. Can the delivery be that bit better this time? It's all the way to the back post and it's over the head of its intended target, and that will go out harmlessly for a goal kick. So early warning sign for Linfield, who, as we say, coming into the game, they have that 100% record. They beat Cliftonville at the Dub in their league opener, and they followed that up expertly with a 5-1 home win over Coleraine at Midgley. And then last time around, last weekend, they managed a 4-1 success against Belfast neighbours, Crusaders, at the Dub in Belfast, the home, of course, of Queen's University in Belfast. A great setup, a great hub, as is this particular stadium, and you can see why plenty of underage players enjoy playing at the Dungannon United Youth headquarters. It does promote the right sort of football. It certainly has changed down the years, certainly from having those wet mornings whenever the games, for one reason or another, couldn't go ahead. Now with the introduction right across the board for many clubs of the 4G surfaces, it means that there's very little in terms of games called off. Glenavon in possession. It's Niblock down the line, tries to find a teammate. And here come the Blues. That's good play initially. And a chance for Linfield potentially. It's struck wide by Oliver Wade, but the flag was up early doors and Linfield offside. That, I suppose, has been the clearest opportunity that Linfield have fashioned in the first 5.5 minutes. But it's a good free-flowing open game so far, and perfect crisp conditions as well. Just exactly what you want as a young footballer on a Saturday morning. It makes going to school worthwhile Monday to Friday. Good game, fantastic surfaces and setup to come on a Saturday. So certainly this league provides that for our young up-and-coming players. The NIBFA Subway sponsored National League. This is good build-up play from Linfield. They're very nearly through, and they may have an opportunity, but again, flag up for offside. This time Scott Hamilton straying. Oliver Wade involved yet again, but Linfield just failing to stay on side. So that Glenavon rear guard has, well, it's done well in the opening few minutes. They are, of course, well drilled by Jack Ross and Nathan Woolsey. And many hours spent in training. It's coming up trumps. Well, here we go. Glenavon once more. It's a high ball through, and that's a great take by Linfield's number 1, Zach Robinson. He punts the ball downfield. He's looking for Hamilton. Hamilton being well marshalled. Chance for Linfield to spray the ball out this near touch line. It's lovely footwork by Thompson. And Thompson inside to Fox. Fox, though, dispossessed. And that invites Glenavon forward down this near flank. Sterling. And that was a dangerous ball into the box. The flailing fit coming across was that of Noah McDonald, the captain, coming across to make the interception, but had to be careful there. His goalkeeper, Zach Robinson, was also watching the ball with interest, and one tiny touch from the skipper may well have taken it past his own goalkeeper. So, just over 8 minutes played at the Dungannon Youth Junior Stadium, and it's Glenavon 0, it's Linfield 0. Just a reminder of league positions and what a win for either of these two sides would do today, depending of course on the other matches ongoing round the league circuit. But Glenavon currently 3 points behind Linfield in the standings, sitting in 4th, but they could leapfrog the Blues here today. That would be certain if they got the 3 points here. Linfield could in turn, if they took the points today and victory, they would make it 4 from 4 and would leapfrog Glentoran, their local rivals, at the top of the table. That of course would be dependent on Glentoran's game today. So lots to play for each and every week. So 0-0 here. Another corner kick. And that corner, as we see it, runs all the way out the far side. It's got a touch from one of the Linfield players. And it'll be Matthew Allen who goes across to take the corner on the far side for Glenavon. Allen, it's a lofted ball. Again, it's into the back post, and it's the second disappointing delivery from that side to the back post, and it's one of those I think that the backroom team of Glenavon, Jack Ross and Nathan Woolsey, will want to pay a bit of attention to potentially in this game. There are opportunities coming for the Lurgan Blues, playing of course here in Tangerine today. Here's an opportunity for Linfield, and there's the first goal of the game. It comes for the Blues, and it was great link-up play between Oliver Wade and Callum Thompson, and it's Thompson who slots Linfield in front just 10.5 minutes into this game. It's Glenavon 0, it's Linfield 1. There goes to show, despite some early opportunities for Glenavon, it really took just one chance, one clear-cut chance down the far end, and the Blues do what the Blues do best. Made no mistake, Callum Thompson. As I say, that link-up was succinct. It was excellent between the two Linfield players, and it's a great start for Aaron Armstrong's men and for Callum Thompson and Oliver Wade in particular. I'm sure it does get the Glenavon backroom staff thinking. How do they get a goal back, and can we just readjust for a second or two? Can we take stock of what's happened so early in the match? Plenty of time, of course, to hit back, but Linfield have been in such fine form in the early stages this season. The Blues under-15s last year were treble winners. They won the National League, the Northern Ireland Cup, and also the League Cup. So successes bred in to the players throughout the club, from first team manager David Healy down, and in fact the former Northern Ireland international and Killinay native is a familiar face at the underage games, and that's great to see. Another corner kick, again it's to the back post. Can Linfield clear the danger? They do, just about in the end towards the halfway line. And the only Linfield player up top is Scott Hamilton. Now Hamilton, that's great hold-up play. Lets his teammates join the attack, and here is Thompson, the goal scorer. That trusty forage forward. Certainly is end-to-end stuff. At this minute in time, you take a look around, particularly that Glenavon team. You see plenty of height in the side, and you can see why, particularly if they do get a set piece, and they've tried on about 4 or 5 occasions so far to pick out one of their taller players in the box. McConville and Galt in your picture, you can see, have some height advantage there, and that could be a way back in to the game for the Lurgan Blues. Linfield just a little bit more composed in possession. Glenavon, that's a poor touch to give possession away to the Blues, and Linfield continue to pile the pressure on Glenavon. Dylan Fitzsimmons it was putting pressure on Josh Robinson. If you've just joined us, it's currently 1-0 to Linfield's under 15s. The goal coming after 11 minutes. Callum Thompson with the neat dink around Lucas Fry. That was a great assist by his teammate Oliver Wade. Audacious through ball. It's easily cut out by the Blues. McAllister. This is great link-up play by Linfield. You do get the sense that Glenavon's players need to retain possession a little bit more, particularly in that midfield area where Linfield are starting to dominate. But here come Glenavon. That's a heavy touch, unfortunately, for the men in orange. And Cian Mains makes the clearance. And that'll be a throw in to Glenavon on the far side. Little for the referee to do in the early 15 minutes of the match, and that's a good sign. It's been played in the right spirits, and Linfield knocking the ball from right to left. That's excellent play. It's what's taught from a very early age in the academy system throughout the clubs here. Chance for a cross to the back post, and just a little too much loft on that, and that'll run out of play. It won't go for a goal kick, it'll be a throw in right down near the corner flag for Glenavon. It was Callum Anderson who tried the cross to pick out one of his teammates, whether that be Scott Hamilton or Callum Thompson. Didn't manage to put that in the sixpence. It's a lovely day in Dungannon. A bit of sun glare for the spectators. That's Linfield to hold that slender 1-0 lead. The referee has blown for an infringement. Looks as if Fry's going to come up and take this free kick. He leaves it. And there's the ball for the Blues to defend. It's easily taken by Zach Robinson, who was watching that all the way into his hands. And that's good distribution by Robinson. Not so the pass down the line. Another throw in to Linfield. They don't appear to be in any hurry to take the throw on the far side. In the end it is taken. Glenavon win possession back. Here's Niblock. Again looking down the line to see which of his teammates that he can pick out. And it's Charlie Galt who had that Early effort after 3 minutes for Glenavon, testing Zach Robinson with, well, a shot that was bound for the top corner. Linfield's goalkeeper was equal to it. Well, he's not the tallest of goalkeepers, Zach Robinson, so it's all about positioning, and he did that superbly well. Glenavon 0, Linfield 1. See an array of some supporters on this near touchline. Players from some of the other local sides, from Dungannon United Youth setup. Really is a great arena for football. If you haven't been, thoroughly recommend it. McDonald trying to turn on the far side was Ben Wilson. Ran into trouble. That's won back by Hamilton. There's a great ball towards Oliver Wade. Just couldn't take it in his stride. Next time, maybe Callum Anderson, I think it was, that had the vision and the foresight. Need to be careful here. At the far side to Linfield, but as it turned out, that gap on the far side was just that little bit too small in terms of threading the ball round the corner. They are intent on playing the ball across the back line, or the Blues. It's a free kick. That foul in midfield. That will allow Callum Anderson to potentially pick out Thompson or Hamilton. Instead, he goes shorter. He does pick out Hamilton, who's dropped into the hole momentarily. And the Blues pretty much exuding confidence as they spray the ball from left to right, but yet again it's great disruption from Glenavon. Jake McConville has his head down. He's up against Noah McDonald, and that's a great tussle, that one. Two really robust players at this under 15 age group. And Glenavon will be intent on scoring in this game and taking something from it. Make no doubt about that. They've scored at least 2 goals in each of their matches so far in the league this season. They aren't about to change that mindset just because they're coming up against an informed Linfield side. Almost 22 minutes gone. It's foul this time by Alex McAllister. Spotted by the ref. We're underway again in Glenavon. Now they've just got one outlet up top, and that's McConville. Need to give McConville a bit more support. That's good from Glenavon's number 1, Lucas Fry. Needed to be decisive there. Opportunity to thread the ball in from Gult. The play was held up, and again it's good recovery from Alex McAllister. With the ball back again with the Lurgan Blues. Playing, of course, if you're just joining, in orange today. It's a change of colour for Glenavon. It'll be picked up by Niblock. There's a stoppage here. And play will resume in just a second or two. But a reminder that Linfield lead courtesy of Callum Thompson's 11th minute goal. Charlie Galt had the best of the opportunities. For Glenavon, it was a snapshot. And Glenavon really want to have at least a couple of more shots on target to test the Linfield goalkeeper before half-time. It's not too much between these two squads in their totality. Just to mention then the subs for Glenavon: Luke McGarrigan, Josh Martin, Connor Kelly and Billy Neely. They're the 4 players on the bench for the Lurgan Blues. Callum Leacock, Sidak O'Neill, Harry Allen, Alex Eakin and Alex Watson are the players, 5 in total on the Linfield bench today. Too much on that for Oliver Wade to chase. He's fast, but he's certainly not that fast. So just the 1 goal between the side who started today in 2nd, that's Linfield, and 4th place Glenavon. So, goal kick to be taken by Lucas Fry. And there was a change there out of the shot of our pictures. And that change was Harry Allen for Linfield. You can see there, he's come on number 14. And Harry Allen has come on for Dylan Fitzsimmons in the centre of the Linfield midfield. That's an early change, whether it be for tactical reasons or perhaps there's a bit of a knock that Dylan Fitzsimmons took. Linfield not afraid to make alterations, modifications, call them what you will, early in this game at the Dungannon United Youth Stadium. Glenavon trailing by 1-0. They went throw in on the far side. Ball getting a final touch off a Blues player. Here is the substitute, Harry Allen. Here come the Blues. Hamilton. Another opportunity, this time for Oliver Wade. And he could well have got more behind that, Oliver Wade, but he just scuffed his shot and he holds his head in his hands. That's one I think he would like back for a second chance. And who knows, he might get it at some stage throughout today's play. But Oliver Wade has a glorious opportunity. And Scott Hamilton it was with the through ball. There's still 1-0 to the Blues as we see one of the players down, receiving some treatment. Will he be fit to continue? The Linfield player. And the referee with Harry Allen, I think it was, the substitute, who had some treatment on the pitch and then he was asked to go off and come back on from the sideline, as the rule states. is back on now for Linfield, so it's 11 versus 11 once more. And the Blues starting from right back again. All inside to Callum Leacock. Appears to have come on again for Linfield, and the Blues making early changes. Looking for a ball here.
They have to use their balls. It's not my rule, like.
Here is Callum Anderson for Linfield. This time though, the Blues resolute. And here is Leacock. Nice left foot pass down the line. Now, short throw in this time. Great turn from Callum Thompson, scorer of the only goal of the game so far. Chance for Wade to shoot, which he resists. And Alex Eakin, it is with the tackle. Glenavon with the ball on the far side. Closing in on that half-hour mark now. Patient build-up from the side who can count more in view as their home. Opportunity for Glenavon. And he just tried to dink the ball around the goalkeeper, did Ryan Sterling. And again, that was an excellent opportunity for Glenavon. He did make a conscious decision there rather than to try to slot the ball along the ground into the goal. Tried to dink it past Zach Robinson, didn't quite come off, and Linfield made the clearance. That's a good touch again by Thompson. Forward pass to Alex Eakin. Eakin. Oh, great ball to the back post. And that looks like Scott Hamilton, who arrived right on cue. And Hamilton makes it 2-0 to Linfield. That was a superb move from the Blues, involving the substitute and the man who started the afternoon up top. And with 32 minutes on the clock, it's Glenavon 0 and it's Linfield 2. That's going to make it slightly more difficult for Glenavon to come back from. That's great football, so easy on the eye from Linfield. And that's what they can do. They can just tear you apart pretty quickly. So we close in on half time. Scott Hamilton leading the line, as a number 9 should do. But that timing of the run, the precision of the pass, the assist from Alex Eakin. Excellent by Linfield. Can Glenavon come back from this? That is the difficulty. We'll have the second half to do it. And there is the third goal of the half. And again, Linfield, they just know what to do, don't they? They just press the pedal. And the Blues now 3 goals to the good at the Dungannon Youth Stadium. And this really is going to be a long way back for Glenavon. 3-0 as we head towards half-time. And you can see why the Blues so far this campaign are showing as the team to beat. Opportunity which Linfield's goalkeeper needs to be wary of. Zach Robinson. Again, the Blues are through. This could be a fourth. Here is Hamilton. Shoots. But they did well. Recovered defensively. Did Glenavon. And they're shooting in now. And the referee is getting a couple of calls from the sideline. From supporters, I think, of Glenavon. Certainly there was an opportunity down that far end. And the Linfield goalkeeper had to react extremely quickly. And it could well, down the other end, have been 4-0 before half-time. And that would have signalled certainly the 3 points. If not, I would be extremely surprised. But the Blues in a very commanding position here in the first half at the Dungannon United Youth Stadium. I have to get you confirmation of that third goal. To me it looked as if Callum Leacock, another of the Blues substitutes, got the touch for that third goal, but we will get you confirmation at half time. Quick fire double from Linfield. Callum Thompson after 11 minutes, then goals within just over 60 seconds as we see Glenavon come close down the other end to getting a goal back. Scott Hamilton, of course, has been on target for Linfield. And then that third goal just seconds after the second. So Linfield on course to climb to the top of the table, or they would make it 4 wins from 4. Goalkeeper comes and referee calls for a foul, and that will allow the Blues to once again clear their lines. Couldn't be too long left in the opening half now. And Linfield leading by 3 goals to 0. There is the half-time whistle by the looks of things at the Dungannon United Youth Stadium. Goals from Callum Thompson, Scott Hamilton, and a third just before half-time ensures that the Blues take a healthy lead into half-time. We'll see you after the break. So, welcome back to the Dungannon United Youth Stadium, where at half-time Linfield hold a healthy 3-0 lead over Glenavon. And I did a bit of a disservice to Harry Allen in that opening half. Harry Allen with the third goal that came just seconds after the second goal. And Allen having come on for Linfield gets his name on the score sheet. The other goal scorers, incidentally, for the Blues in the opening half, Callum Thompson having been set up by Oliver Wade after 11 minutes. And the second goal for Linfield came 3 minutes before that half-time whistle from the referee after a great cross into the box. Again, that was from Allen, and Scott Hamilton got the final touches on there. And there's another opportunity. And again, he continues to show real confidence in this game, and that is Harry Allen. And Linfield coming straight out of the blocks in the second half, attempting to score for the fourth time this afternoon. Great chance for Allen there to score for the second time. So it's tough to come back from 3 goals down. Not impossible. I remember one famous night in Istanbul as a Liverpool fan back in 2005, starting to show my age now. What are these players not born back then? I'm sure they'll watch some of the footage. Liverpool AC Milan. Almost a great through ball from Linfield's Callum Thompson. Great turn from Alex Eakin. So it would have been an interesting halftime team talk, particularly by Jack Ross and Nathan Woolsey of Glenavon, to try to reinvigorate their guys facing that uphill battle. 3 goals behind at the minute. Ball's out. Glenavon keen to get play back underway. Here's Ryan Niblock. And Niblock with the throw. Can they get perhaps a set piece opportunity? Difficult to see down this near touchline. Certainly plenty of interested spectators out early on this glorious Saturday morning in Dungannon for this NIBFA Subway sponsored National League game. Second place Linfield taking on Glenavon. They started this morning in 4th. They have had a couple of opportunities. Glenavon first to Charlie Galt. That was well saved by Zach Robinson in the second 5 minutes before the break when Ryan Sterling, he chose to dink the effort. He may well have chosen in hindsight to try to side foot it into the corner. As it turned out, it was cleared by Linfield, and the Blues continued to hold that well worked out lead. It's not one that they've been fortunate to hold, I can assure you of that. If you've just joined us, fully deserving of that buffer. There's Glenavon and their goalkeeper Lucas Fry in possession. Glenavon playing from right to left, and the ball just running beyond Luke McGarrigan. McGarrigan, one of the Glenavon subs who have come on at the break to try to change things up. Here come side from Belfast. Again, it's neat link-up play. It's one touch. It's cut inside. And that's a great save by Lucas Fry. It was a useful cut inside by Alex Eakin. He took a quick look up. He fancied that bottom corner. There was no way past the Glenavon goalkeeper on this occasion. Corner kick to Linfield. Short corner taken. Again, it's a dangerous ball. This time it was in towards Cameron Leacock. Good defending from Glenavon. Fry is keen to get play back underway, as you would be, trailing by 3-0. You can see a bit of the wind getting up in Dungannon. Now the ball is out with Thompson. Again, it's good footwork from Callum Thompson. And now it's with Sterling. Ball around the corner. It's just a little bit too much pace on it for Callum Cope. And again, the Blues confident in possession. Well, this has been comfortable to date for the men in blue and white. Oh, I'm saying that, Glenavon disrupting some Linfield possession. A throw on this near touchline, won by the aforementioned Ryan Sterling. In terms of Glenavon's performances to date, They managed to beat their local neighbours back in game week 1. I should say they lost by a single goal to local neighbours Dungannon by 4 goals to 3, a 7-goal thriller back on the 27th of August. Followed that up though with an excellent reply at Ulidia playing fields on the Ormer Road in Belfast, beating Rosario by 4 goals to 0 as we entered September. Then the Lurgan Blues really got into their stride with a fine 2-1 away success at Green Island. And last time out last weekend at Crumlin Leisure Centre, they played out a 2-2 draw with Glentoran, the side who came into this weekend's fixtures with 10 points from 4 games and leading the NIBFA Subway National League by a point from Linfield. Here's Sterling. An offside. It's actually a throw-in down this near touchline. Noah McDonald. Ball inside to Harry Allen. And now it's with Callum Anderson. Oliver Wade. Wade back inside, acting as the cohesive gel in that Linfield midfield. Couldn't pick out a teammate on this occasion. That's McAllister initially. That's all the way back. And it should be elementary for the Blues again. That's good distribution by Zach Robinson. He's done that well throughout the game.
Good, mark the space, use 2. Good. Call it. Just keep an eye on Leacock. McAllister.
Well, they've taken their time over this throw-in. Have Glenavon. Again, it's solid defending by Noah McDonald. Here they come forward in numbers to the Blues. And again, another throw-in on the far side. This time it'll be, that's Alex Egan there wearing number 18. 17 being Alex Watson. Substitution coming up. Looks like a double one for Linfield. And Callum Anderson and Alex McAllister are the men coming off. That will give an opportunity to others in this Linfield team to stamp their mark on this game. Glenavon trailing by 3 goals to 0. And that will be a corner kick out the far side.
Stay focused, lads.
The Field's manager, Aaron Armstrong, asking his players to retain focus. And that's good from the goalkeeper. Good communication from Zach Robinson. Linfield intent on turning defence into attack. Long ball down this near flank towards Alex Watson. Watson, lovely step over. Great cross into the box. How have they missed that? That was one that you would have expected to wind up in the back of the net for Linfield. It's a good trap of the football by Charlie Galt. And here's Galt again in possession. Lovely pass around the corner from Galt. He's looking for Callum Cope, but again, Linfield's defending immaculate. And play continues with Alex Eakin. Reminder of Linfield's goals, all of which came in the opening 35 minutes. Callum Thompson, after 11 minutes, set up by Oliver Wade. Scott Hamilton then tapping in after a great cross from Allen, and Harry Allen getting on the score sheet himself moments before the end of the opening half. Lovely play by Glenavon, who subsequently gave the ball away. Just not the same confidence in possession today from the Glenavon players that we're seeing exuded by Linfield. Lovely footwork, we've said that on numerous occasions today, by Callum Thompson. Leads to nothing in the end. It would be nice for Glenavon to mark all their efforts today with at least a goal to shake the game up a bit. It's all one-way traffic, isn't it? As we see Alex Eakin coming forward. Lovely step off by Eakin. And I think the shot, although deflected, the initial effort was from Alex Watson. He takes the plaudits, and Linfield, after some 48 minutes here at the Dungannon United Youth Stadium, they lead Glenavon by 4-0, and you can be pretty sure that the Blues from Belfast, that is, they're the team that are going to come away with the 3 points here today. Another goal, this time well worked once more, but the movement, I think in particular, just too hot to handle for Glenavon's under-15s. Here come Linfield again. They're threatening to rack up a few more goals. Managed 11 goals in 3 games, and if you incorporate this match, that's 15-4 so far. That's quite the worry if you're coming to face Linfield in matches that are coming up in the next week or two. Good play from Charlie Galt. Galt to his teammate McGarrigan initially. The ball's out the far side and dinked in towards Robinson, but again great handling from Linfield's number 1, and the Blues build from the back. Too much on that, and actually almost caught the goalkeeper out. Goalkeeper Lucas Fry. There's a bit of zip on that ball, and it bounced off the surface at pace. He found himself on the edge of the 18-yard box and very nearly misjudged it. As it turned out, he got his head to it initially. And talk about living dangerously. That was the description. Nice turn from Wade. Ball inside to Fox. Fox loses out. McGarrigan. Strong tracking back by Linfield. Combination of Harry Allen and Alex Watson, and they've just been very impressive in midfield, in particular of Linfield. Strong challenge. Referee lets the play continue this time around. Tackle was from Cope. And here's Charlie Galt. Can Galt deliver that telling ball into the 18-yard box? It looks to be wildly overhit. And it reached a teammate, but wasn't his initial intended target. I can assure you that. Gerrigan's attempted pass is charged down. And once more, here come Linfield, surging forward in numbers. Another opportunity! And that's a fine finish to make it 5-0 for Linfield. Callum Thompson with his second of the afternoon. And linking up so well. The two players in your shot there, Scott Hamilton and Callum Thompson. The Blues ever more dominant at the Junior Stadium at Dungannon. And it's all uphill from here. Glenavon trailing Linfield by 5 goals to 0. Great finish that in the end from Callum Thompson. But he did have plenty of time to pick his spot in that Glenavon goal. Great strike nonetheless. And Linfield leading by 5 goals to 0. It's been a great morning for the Blues. We've got to be careful here. Glenavon, that really doesn't run away from them. There's still 17, 18 minutes to go in this game. Ball deep to the back post, and arriving extremely late was Oliver Wade and just couldn't get over the ball. His touch took it over the crossbar. Unfortunate for him. Fortunate for Glenavon. Cian Mains. Nice pass and starting to find plenty of spaces, each and every man in blue. Glenavon starting to chase shadows just a little bit. Again, when they do get the opportunity, they are pushing for what looks like it would be only a consolation. This is the first real step up, I think, this season in the league for Glenavon. There will be plenty to unpick for the Glenavon management team. I'm sure they'll do that. I can take the footage just to kind of isolate where the Blues were that bit better in terms of their movement, their prowess in terms of goal, and their ability really to hang on to possession. That's what has characterised this performance so far from Linfield. And they've managed to incorporate quite a number within their squad here. Certainly hasn't been a case of putting on their strongest 11. It's been a real rotational effort so far. Here they come again. Can Watson keep this in? Watson. Too much on that. Fancied himself for a second goal this afternoon. Alex Watson. Not to be this time around. Just over 13 minutes remaining for Glenavon to get a goal back, or for Linfield to increase this 5-goal cushion. Good turn from Fitzsimmons. He's come on again. Good play again by Alex Watson. Not afraid to go backwards and start the current passage of play from the back, which is a very mature style of play. You can see the Glenavon player on the far side. I think it was Josh Martin, who's surrounded by no fewer than 5 Linfield opponents. That just shows you the hunger, the desire that the players in those blue and white shirts have this morning up at the Joe Macquarie Junior Stadium in Dungannon. So a bit of a reshape from Linfield, who started the game in a 3-5-2 formation. That's changed throughout today's game. Aaron Armstrong has had the luxury. He's been able to bring players on and off. Good clearance this time from Mains. That ball's a weak pass, and it's picked upon by Niblock initially. Now it's Matthew Allen. Cuts one way, then the other. He went down, I think, outside the 18-yard box. And I think it's going to be a free kick on the edge of the area. Need to set a wall here. Early doors to Linfield. Goalkeeper is at his near post. I wonder, should he have a man on that post? It's a difficult angle for Glenavon's Matthew Allen to hit. Referee making sure the players are back. 10 yards.
Alex Ollersheim.
Let's see what Glenavon can do from here. Surely he can't score from this sort of angle. And he has. He's put it on target. He's tested the goalkeeper. But yet again, Zach Robinson equal to it for Linfield. And now the Blues come clear. Can they mount a telling attack for the 6th goal? Well, he went totally against my judgment anyway, did Matthew Allen. And it was credit to him. And he saw the opportunity that he could pick out the far corner. And just denied by the brilliance of Zach Robinson, who's had an excellent game in the Linfield goal. Robinson tipping the ball onto the crossbar. And Linfield clearing to safety. Linfield corner kick. Defending is good this time around by the men in orange. And Glenavon have it once more, and Ryan Sterling wins a free kick. Could be a warning here at the very least coming for the Linfield player who kicked the ball away. Denied the Glenavon players a chance to mount a instant attack. Well, that's disappointing for Glenavon. Had a chance there to mount a set piece. And the ball has just ran harmlessly out of play. Zach Robinson having a little game of 1-2 with himself. Good awareness by the goalkeeper. Again, refuses to just lump the pass downfield. Again, the Blues set up from the back. And they hold that 5-0 advantage. Goals from Callum Thompson. He has 2. As we pause momentarily, could be on for a 6th goal here for Linfield. And my goodness, he's managed to skew that wide. That looked to be on a plate. It wasn't a B for the Blues this time around though, but a reminder, Thompson has got 2 goals to his name. Harry Allen, he's hit the target once. Scott Hamilton scored the 2nd after a great cross from the aforementioned Allen. And Alex Watson, man who started on the bench today, scored the 4th of the afternoon. Aid of a slight deflection. Could be an opportunity here for Glenavon. It was Sterling again. Again thwarted by some excellent goalkeeping by Robinson. That said, Lucas Fry hasn't done too much wrong for Glenavon. As we see the ball trickle into his hands, all the goals have really been outside of his reach, and none down to any goalkeeping error on his part. So still Glenavon trailing by 5 goals to 0 into the last 6 or so minutes here at the Dungannon United Youth Junior Stadium in the town of Dungannon. And the end to this morning's efforts can't come soon enough for the men in orange, whereas Linfield want to play the rest of the afternoon, I'm sure. Strong challenge, a strong header by Mains. It's good defending. Good play by the diminutive Martin for Glenavon. Ball again with Watson. Hold up plays from Galt. Yeah, that's a decent ball down the line towards Sterling. In fact, it was Cope putting in much of the effort out the far flank. The referee will blow play up for an infringement here. And he spotted a foul. Another shot up into the skyline in Dungannon. Some grey skies today. And the church up on the hill. Well, it's a lovely shot. See a lot of the housing. The stadium actually sits quite high itself, perched up on a hill in Dungannon. Sure, there'll be a game or two played here this afternoon as well. But this morning has owed almost entirely to Linfield. A morning that they'll be happy with, not only the players, the management, and I'm sure the word will go back to base. Again, it's good hold-up play by Alex Watson. Means back to Robinson inside the final 4.5 minutes. And the next wave of Linfield players far forward. Jude Cargill it was, trying to unopen the Glenavon back line. That'll be An opportunity again for the Blues to mount a telling attack. Corner kick coming up from young Jude Cargill. Takes the opportunity to tie his laces and those sparkly white boots of his. Doesn't beat the man at the front post, and that's something that I think down the years that he'll learn to try to perfect. Very little times that a team does that and manages to produce a goal from that passage of play. He's under a lot of pressure there, is Dan Fox. Shows a lot of guile and determination to keep possession. That's a good turn from Sirak O'Neill. Looks as if could have been an opportunity for a free kick out the far side. Yeah, free kick is the call from the referee to Glenavon, trailing by 5-0, and that's a lovely touch inside. I think that was from Connor Kelly. Quick turn of the body, nice footwork, short throw in from visitors Linfield. Both visitors per se at Glenavon with the shorter distance to come from Lurgan. Good clearance by Lucas Fry. Here's Sterling. Goes around Leacock. Again, strong defensive play from Linfield. They've really restricted Glenavon in this morning's match to just a handful of opportunities. Matthew Allen perhaps with the best of those. The free kick onto the crossbar, which was pretty much tipped onto it by Zach Robinson on the hour mark. Deep ball into the box again. Again, the defending is superb from Linfield. They'll take much heart from this performance, but they'll have a bit more defending to do, as that's a free kick with just a minute or so remaining. Can be too much time in terms of stoppages at the end of today's game. And there is the referee's full-time whistle, and it's a top-class morning for Linfield and their management team, Aaron Armstrong and co. The Blues will be leaving the Dungannon United Youth Junior Stadium with their 100% record intact. Callum Thompson hit a double. In fact, he opened the scoring and he finished off with a 5th goal. A goal in which he smashed the ball into the top corner, set up by Hamilton. And Hamilton himself got himself on the score sheet, arriving late and notching home from a glorious Harry Allen cross. Harry Allen himself scored the 3rd goal, and substitute Alex Watson got his name onto that score sheet as well with a goal after 48 minutes. It was deflected, but it was headed into the net. So a fine afternoon it's going to turn out to be today for these players from Linfield. A lot of them heading back down to Belfast, back down the road, and they'll have plenty to tell parents and friends alike of a fine 5-0 away success against Glenavon in this NIBFA under-15 league game this morning. So thanks this afternoon, or this morning I should say. We're almost at that midway point of the day, but thank you for joining us. Do join us next time, where we will have some more fabulous action from the Subway sponsored NIBFA National League.